And you're absolutely sure it was this carriage?
Yep, handled the arrangements myself. Guy said he was pulling off a big job and making himself a bunch of money.
So what did this guy look like then?
Bet you got 50 reasons to find out, don't you?
That's dirty pool, bub.
How's it going today?
Oh, it's you. We're kind of busy today.
Then Lieutenant Malvin is still...
No comment. And I'm not giving any interviews either. Go on, hit the bricks.
Consider it done, sir. I'm gone. Oh, I just remembered this. You heard the news that Professor Cortu, the father of the tank, passed away, right?
Why ask us about it?
I heard you paid the professor a visit recently, that's all.
How do you know the professor?
He died right after I paid him a visit for the first time in over a year. I had a bad feeling, you know.
A bad feeling?
Has the corporal made it in this morning?
He went looking for Alice. He's really worried about her.
Oh, I see. The reason I went to see the professor was that handgun he was carrying.
Fine, come on in.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Dalton, I had my own doubts when the corporal first joined the unit. I wanted to find out everything about his background, so I started investigating.
Okay, so what did you dig up on him?
Nothing. I didn't need to. What would I have gained by finding out anyway? He's my comrade in arms, and that's more than good enough for me.
Yeah, and that's the problem with the Army. Closing ranks. The people who read my paper have a right to know what their government is doing. This just adds fuel to the rumor that your Corporal Olin really did destroy a tank with a handgun, didn't he?
You're Die Welt Star reporter. You can't expect us to give you all the answers.
Well, it's my job to inform the people, Captain.
Maybe, but those bad feelings you've been having might start following you around. Some people don't want that information reported, Dalton.
So you're saying the professor's passing wasn't an accident? Are you sure of that?
You need to start thinking about your safety. And don't try telling me that every word in the paper is immutable truth. We both practice deception every day.
You'd have to be insane to believe one infantryman destroyed a tank all by himself.
So, you created the Invisible Nine.
That's a rather strong accusation.
Oh, is it now? It's not like any sane person would believe it anyway, would they? If something like that got out, I'm sure a lot of heads would roll up at the top. Suppose we should avoid such a scandal.
A wise decision, Captain. I'd appreciate it if you maintained that stance in the future as well.
Some things are better off left alone, Mr. Dalton. Certainly you can see that truth.
No, I can't say I do. Knowledge is a weapon, sir, and you're trying to duck and dodge incoming fire. You gonna argue that?
Miss Alice!
Lieutenant!
I'm sorry for the trouble.
Just happy to have you back. What happened?
Well, it looks like I've worn out my welcome. Pardon me.
I was kidnapped by a group of rank amateurs. They want to use our newfound influence with the media to publish a story.
About what?
Apparently, the Army had a secret program called the Invisible Nine.
What's going on here? This is ridiculous.
Huh? Sub-Lieutenant?
Hey, Dalton, listen. We just found something.
Found something? Corporal Oland, what do you say we have a little talk next time I drop by?
What about, sir?
Let's save that for next time. By the way, Sub-Lieutenant, what did you find out?
A clue about the guys who kidnapped Lieutenant Malvin.
Hey, that's great. I bet you searched all night.
Yeah, my dogs are killing me.
Lieutenant, Where's their manuscript?
They're still in possession of it, Captain.
And they're not safe. We should probably take them into protective custody to keep the body count from going up. They really are loosely organized if they just let you walk.
Sir, we've got a lead in the case.
Lieutenant.
What, Lieutenant? You mean you made it back? But that guy Dalton just asked me if I found you.
Yeah, Dalton just left here a little while ago.
Wait a minute. He just played me for a sap.
Huh? You Rick? Hi, I'm Dalton. You know, I actually started the day following Lieutenant Melvin's kidnapping, and what a surprise. Hey, wouldn't you know it? Another scoop I was following landed right in my lap.
What scoop?
The Invisible Nine.
Look, Rick and I already discussed this. We don't have to rely on some noble like her. This guy works for the biggest paper in town. Give him that story and it's front page news. You can finally make that happen.
On top of that, the guy says he'll buy it from us at a good price. We can kill that bar tab. We can get anything we want now. Wouldn't that make your brother happy too?
Talk to me, what's wrong?
How can we be sure he's going to run the story?
Come on, he's from the biggest paper in town, you know?
Not happening. My brother didn't trust the mainstream press. He didn't want to be a press agent for the government. That's why we're taking this to Section 3.
You're gonna use that army unit? Didn't you just say you didn't want to deal with them?
And all I want is to put your brother's manuscript to good use and get out the truth.
Get out. I'm not selling it.
Did you really have to go and do it like that?
Just cut the check and take a hike. And you'll never see us again, all right? Line your cat box with it for all I care.
Where did you get this from? It's pretty damning, Dalton.
I can't reveal my source. There's still time to put it in the morning edition, right?
It's the grandmother of all scoops. We should still exercise a little caution with it.
What? What the hell? There's living proof walking around and you're sitting on this story?
Oh, really? Then get me a story on him, too, while you're at it. In the meantime, I'm not printing this until you show me that proof.
Consider it done. And on page 1 by tomorrow. You can count on it, boss.
Yes, you rang, sir?
There's a certain place I need you to contact immediately. And tell them it's urgent.